Wow, writing an equation and solving an equation never tasted so good. Look at those cookies over there. Michaela baked 2 batches of cookies. There were 12 cookies in each batch, and she baked 60 total cookies. So we have to write an equation and solve it. Well, what operation are we going to be doing here? She baked 2 batches of cookies. Let's see, there's some key things we want to highlight here. The first thing I would say is this word of. That usually means what operation? I'll let you think about that for a second. I'm going to underline T, because I'm going to use that in this problem. I'm going to underline 12 cookies. Alright, and I'm going to underline 60 total. That word total is important too. Usually that word total, that means we're going to have equals 60, and the rest of the equation is going to be on the other side. So I have T and I have 12. Well, if we're talking about subtraction here, that doesn't make much sense. Let's see. Addition, not really. We're adding 12 each time, but if we're doing each, that's another keyword. Usually each and of, they're going to mean multiplication. So I'm going to write 12 times T, and let's make sure, does this make sense in real life? We have 12 cookies in each batch, and there are T batches. Yeah, that makes sense. So I have 12 times T equals 60. Times. How do I get rid of times? I'm going to divide by 12. Do the inverse operation. Inverse of times is divided by. Those cancel out. Remember to divide by 12 on the other side, because otherwise your equation doesn't balance. We want Mr. Worry to be happy. So I have T equals 60 divided by 12. T equals 5. That's all there is to it. I could check this too. 12 times 5, does that equal 60? Let's see, 2 times 5 is 10. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 1 is 60. So it does check. For those of you guys that are in Mrs. Walsh's class, I'll show you guys how we do this problem. Alright, I'm going to try the next problem now. Write and solve an equation. 212 sixth graders did their homework correctly. Mr. Surrender did 636 total push-ups. He did P push-ups for each student. By the way, 636, that's a lot of push-ups. I don't get your hopes up. If I have 212 and I'm doing P push-ups for each kid, remember 636, there's that word total again, right? So I'm going to use equals 636. I'm going to start with that because that usually, that word total means we're going to use that on one side. And then what's the operation here? There's 212. Again, there's this word each right here. And so that's an indication of what operation? Multiplication. So I have 212. My variable is going to be P here. Oh, my pen's not working. So the inverse operation of multiplication, once again, I'm going to divide by 212 on both sides. And don't get alarmed just because they're 3-digit numbers. Something's going to work out here. 200 times 3 is 600, so I'm going to try that first. 212 times 3. Let's try that out. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. So that's the one we need. So P would equal 3 in this case. 636 divided by 212 is what we're left with. So P equals, I did 3 push-ups for each student. Now, like I said, probably wouldn't happen. Don't get your hopes up. I would, however, maybe do it for something like this. These are more my kind of push-ups. I'm a big ice cream fan. I don't know if I could do 636 right away, but you get the idea. I'm going to do some more word problems in the next video. So if this didn't really get through to you the first time, hopefully the next time it will. Although be on the lookout for division. That might be on there.